Hey, what's going on? My name is Anthony Johnson. I'm a real estate agent here in Miami, and I'm also the creator of Audio.com. And in this podcast, I'm going to talk about a couple of different things. We're going to talk about real estate, obviously. We're going to talk about Miami. We're going to interview some people. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things. But in this series, and the topic that I'm going to be discussing today is just the market in regards to what's going on in the condo market in the metro Miami area. So I'm going to get right into it. Make sure you subscribe and follow if you find this information valuable. It's going to be very short. So I decided that I wanted to start a series where I share what's going on in the market that I'm focusing in, which is the Brickell area, the downtown area, Edgewater, Wynwood, Midtown, Omni, if I didn't say that already, and the Arts and Entertainment District, which is a new district. We have a lot of stuff going on right now in Miami. We have a lot of people moving here. And to be honest, when it comes to affordability, the condo market, you're going to have more affordable homes. Now, there's other things that go into that, like the down payment. Only a small percentage of buildings allow you to move in with 3%, but we're getting a lot of money coming from up north. So long story short, Miami has always been known for the surplus of condos. We had too many condos. Now with everyone wanting to move down here, people can actually move here and work remotely. Miami is starting to become a hotspot, and houses are super expensive, and people want to move where everything is happening, and that's going to be in the downtown area. And it's just so much stuff is happening with the new buildings. Companies are moving down here. It's just a lot going on. Miami is a great city to be in. There's no state taxes. The weather's great, except for the summer. It's too damn hot, to be honest, in the summer. I'm from Rochester, New York. I love it, but the summertime is like the winter time for me. But let's get right into it. I'm going to quickly read through my blog that I wrote. The information and the data that I'm reading off of is from trendgraphics.com. It is for realtors and brokers if you have access to it. It just gives you a lot of data on specific markets. So let's jump right into it. We're going to start with months of inventory. Now, with months of inventory, pretty much to make this short, anything less than 6 months of inventory. And what I mean by months of inventory is it means, if we stop getting new listings today, how long it would take for us to sell the current amount of listings that we have. Typically, if it's less than 6 months, it's a seller's market. If it's more than 6 months, it's a buyer's market. That's, you can read between the lines with that. Depends on where we're going, where the trajectory is going, but that's pretty much the basis of it. So with Miami, it was always like 2-3 years, or I'm gonna say 2 years of inventory. It used to always be so much inventory. So it was always a buyer's market, at least since I've been here. I've been here for 5 years. And I'm looking back in the past years. Now, of course, we had COVID, but to be honest, COVID only really affected Miami for a couple of months, negatively. So since January of 2020, it was at 26 months of inventory, 26.5 to be exact. And I'm looking at my iPad. If you're watching the video, the screen will be put up. If you're listening, if you want to check out the video of the graph that I'm looking at. So January 20th, we had 26.5 months of inventory, and then February 25, and then it went down in March to 20.8. Then obviously COVID hit, and we went all the way up to 48 months of inventory, but that went down quickly in a couple of months. So in July, we were at 21 months. So it went right back to like pretty much normal. Went back up to 25, went back down to 21. Then we started to actually see some improvement. So it went down to 17, or I'm going to just say 17.8. So that's going to be 18 and 19.5. And that was in November of 2020. Now, since November of 2020, we starting to really see stuff dropping. Like we went from 19 to 14 to 16 to 13 to 8. Like, I cannot believe that we're down to 8 months of inventory. I thought this was a mistake when I first saw it. To see that our condo market, I'm still looking to do more research on this. It's like, wait, we're going down to a seller's market with condos. So right now, of March of 2021, there's 8 months of inventory in Miami. So if you were looking to buy a condo, you better get on it because it's going into a seller's market. Now, I'm going to scroll down to the for sale versus sold. This is going to be comparable from March, or actually from this month and March. This is kind of skewed because this month isn't finished, but this is going based off of April 1st versus March 1st to the 22nd. So again, I don't know if I said that right. April 1st to 22nd to March 1st to 22nd. So for sale, we're down 10% in listings. So the inventory situation is starting to look like it's hitting the condo market as well, where we're going to have less inventory and more demand. More listings have been sold. We're up 8%, and we're down just 3.5% in regards to pending. Now, the days on the market, DOM, you'll see this when you're looking on Zillow or any other app. You'll see days on market, and that's. Let me just say this. I know that days on market, it can be misleading because a lot of agents, not a lot, some agents I'm looking at my watch. If you're watching it, I have to go on a showing, so I just want to hurry up and get this video done. Days on the market, it can be skewed because agents typically will relist, and some of them do tricky stuff where it doesn't show the real days on market, because if they've had it listed for a year or whatever the case may be, they'll change the listing, then like do like a small change to the address, and then it'll look like it's a brand new listing with new days on market. So that can be skewed a little bit. There's shady realtors out there. The days on market has typically been high, kind of is still high. We're probably going to see, if we're really going into a seller's market, we'll see the days on market drop drastically. So just looking at it, we went from 183, and this is going back to January of last year. We have 183, 155, 184. So we're looking at around anywhere between 150 and let's say 180 is typical. It did jump in December up to 200, but it's starting to go back down. And again, I think that if we're truly heading into a seller's market, if the months of inventory continues to go down, we're definitely going to see these days on market go down drastically. So the last thing that I have here, and again, this is just a quick blog. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to format this. Is that we have the average price and sold. So this is based off, again, April 1st to 22nd versus March 1st to the 22nd. So the average price is still going up. Prices have been going up since forever, since I've lived in Miami. So right now, the average active price for a condo in Miami is $900,000. And then the average sold price is $545,000, both up. Now, this does not mean that $900,000 listings are selling for $545,000. What this means is that there's many listings that are listing around that price, but the ones that are actually selling are the lower priced condos. So again, when we're talking about affordability, and now some people may think that's a lot. When you're comparing Miami to cities like, Cali and New York, you're getting a lot more for that $545,000. You're not getting some one bedroom with no view. You're getting a nice sized condo with a lot of great amenities, maybe even brand new, with great views, a lot of space. So don't take that and think that you're not going to get a great deal compared to other cities. And with the opportunity coming to Miami, I think that that's going to be a very fair price, and the sold price will go up. And you can get a great condo for $300,000. You can get investment units, or you can get a starter apartment on the beach for around $150,000, $200,000 if you want to live on the beach and deal with that craziness. But this is just a quick video. That's just a quick overview of what's going on in the market. It looks like we're heading into a seller market in regards to condos in the downtown area. Again, make sure you subscribe and follow whatever you do on the subscription, or excuse me, these podcasts. Again, I'm going to figure out my format. I'm going to pretty this up, but I'm going to be consistent this year. So thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.